Let me bang, bro. Who was it? That was on Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, I got that dude's name. All right, man, we are live to Combat Conversation, and I'm with a bunch of intellects, the smartest people you ever know. So you're gonna learn a lot of shit today, guys. We got Cesar, Daniel, and Nayjo in the house. What's going on, guys?
What up? What up?
All right, man. So, man, a lot of people were dying about this podcast. I just mentioned it, and people were like, "Dude, how the hell are you gonna do this shit?" I go, "Hope. I'm gonna pray. Hope we get everything we want, you know." So
pray for the best and the
Pray
worst.
that we keep this PG-13. I doubt it.
that's why I put a warning out on Instagram, like I'm not responsible for any of this shit.
Oh, look at that booty.
All right, so let's just jump into this. What got you started? Let's start with Cesar. What got you into jiu-jitsu or martial arts in general or training?
Well, what got me started in jiu-jitsu was me and Big Kid. We were rolling around it was me, Big Kid, my younger brother, and my older brother.
How old were you guys?
What, 18, 19?
Yeah,
Okay.
18, 19.
Yeah, you guys are young and
19?
ready to go.
Yeah.
And we were doing couch jiu-jitsu is what we called it. Yeah, and my older brother, Achilles, he was kicking our ass. And we were just like, he's a couple years older, but he was working us, and we'd get him, and then he'd get us, and he
was like the house Sakuraba.
Yeah, yeah.
The old man, super sneaky.
Yeah.
Knew leg locks, and we didn't even know what the hell a leg lock was.
Did he train?
No.
Just snatch him before.
Come here,
boy.
Watch more old school Pride and UFC tapes
Yeah.
than us.
Nice.
Yeah, he wrestled in high school. That's about it. Yeah.
That's crazy. You guys went to school together?
Yeah, we went to
Yeah,
high
me
school.
and this guy.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, crazy, man.
Oh, fuck, man. You wouldn't.
I think I went to the same high school as Nayjo, but I don't think we went there at the same time.
No, I actually went to high school in San Francisco. I went to Galileo High.
Nice.
What got you into training, Daniel?
Same,
Just get him optimized.
wanted to be the best at couch jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, these fools are kicking my butt. I'm bigger than all three of them, and I can't figure out.
You know, to be fair, he fucking got me in what was it, the Sonya Blade triangle. Oh, I was pissed. I was like, what the hell is this fool doing?
I was mad because he was, him and his brothers were constantly kicking my ass. So I was the first one with reliable internet. Right. So I went home and I'm like, man, I'm watching videos, and I saw, Hoist Gracie.
Yeah.
I saw him throw Dan Severn in a triangle.
Right.
And he held that thing forever. And I'm like, man, that's all you got to do. Just wrap your legs around his
So you went
neck.
for the triangle?
Yeah, I'm like, man, I seen Sonya Blade do that on Mortal Kombat like 4 years ago. I got this.
Yeah.
Nayjo, what got you in, man?
Okay, so I've always been in some form of martial arts since I
Right.
was like 3 years old or something.
Wow.
And
Slap boxing.
I'll slap box your dick. Anyway.
Easy. Just getting started.
So, lots of karate tournaments and stuff like that. Did a seminar with Gene LaBelle.
All right, yeah.
And I was one of his volunteers, and he
Oh,
choked me
man.
out with that little billy club and his pink gi and
Holy
stuff.
crap.
And then a couple of years later, I got into a car accident.
Oh, shit.
And it laid me up really bad for like 6 months, got way overweight, and then I went back to work, didn't like how I felt, just felt like crap. And I know how I'm motivated, which is to learn a new martial art. And then I thought back to what Gene LaBelle did to me. And I'm like, okay, I need to learn a grappling art because all my other martial arts are all stand-up and striking. So looked around, ended up landing at Sia Police to train there for 3 years, had a falling out with the instructor, and then ended up at Cassio's. I think next month I'll probably have been training like 10 years.
Wow. So what was the difference
Butthole
like?
will never be the same size.
What was the difference like coming from a striking background into grappling?
I thought I had cardio. I thought I was in shape.
Yeah.
No. You have to be a little bit more resilient and patient.
Right.
For me anyway, because when I first started, when things just didn't click and come from me right away, I got over impatient. I get pissed off, and because in every other martial art, I just had to learn a form, figure out a form, or learn a punching combination, a kick combination, and that stuff came easy to me. This stuff didn't come easy to me because of my size.
Right.
So, but then something in me, because I have a little OCD, something in me was like, I want to be able to do what those guys are doing. So I started forcing myself to be calm, figure it out, and make it work for me. I might not be able to do a berimbolo like a little dude, but I can berimbolo.
Right. No, you can. That's crazy. When I first rolled, I was like, "What the fuck? This ain't
Bullshit.
right." Yeah, no, I was like, "No, this ain't fair right now." You know, because I was expecting like I'm gonna get crushed. Like, no, you went upside down. I'm like, "Daddy has my ankle. This is not right,
Saying,
man."
dude's too big to be going upside down. I almost tap out tying my shoes every day.
What got you guys into like an actual training into a real class?
Shit.
That Sonya Blade triangle.
Yeah, that's what it got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We were like, man, we gotta learn this. And actually, my dad had the hookup with one of his friends for Gladiator Challenge tickets.
Oh shit.
Back in the day.
Yep,
Yeah.
we went
Calusa
to,
Casino? Yeah.
Yep, I think the only one I remember that was on the card. I think Jamie fought that card. We seen Jamie fight. And,
Warpath.
Yep. And so I saw a bunch of different people.
Those are the old school names right there. Warpath. Yeah.
And it was
The Grizz.
yep.
Remember the Grizz?
Everybody that tournament won. Everybody that won was a jiu-jitsu guy.
Right.
Everyone, it was mostly submissions. There was few knockouts. Everyone that won. One guy I remember his name was Ahmad Hempstead. Remember that dude?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he was a beast too.
Yeah.
He was out there knocking people out. And we watched him submit somebody that tournament.
And this was motivating to you, like, damn.
Yeah, we were like,
yeah.
man, jiu-jitsu is where it's at. If we want to
Yeah.
learn how to fight and better ourselves, then jiu-jitsu is where it's at.
So what's your experience like when you go into a gym? Because you guys are obviously the bigger dudes when you walk in there.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get people to roll with you, especially because when you're new to, you're like, damn, that dude's big and he's new?
Not so much for us.
Yeah.
We went over to Bretta's. That's the first gym we went
yeah.
into off of La Riviera. We went over there and did one class and fell in love with it right there. And the guy, I think his name
Mario
is the instructor.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, where do you guys live? And just talking to us. He's like, man, I think a gym just opened up right over in that area. And I'm like, man, no way. Where he's telling me it's at, I'm like, no way. My uncle owns a tire shop directly across the street from
Oh,
there.
shit, crazy.
Yep. So we went home and I called Cesar sure as shit. I was like, man, there's a gym right across the street.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what's the name? Cassio Werneck. I was like,
So you guys,
I can't even
you guys
pronounce
started
that.
at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, that's crazy. That's
Same
going
day.
into it together. Man, that's weird
Yep.
because I've gone to, like, when I first started training, my buddies went in with me, but they got weeded out. They just didn't stick with it, They
Yeah.
have potential, but it's like always hard to get someone to keep going. That's incredible because you guys are both brown belts and still going. That's incredible, man.
Yeah. And we're competitive.
Yeah.
With each other.
No,
You know,
I sit down and watch you guys because I'm like, I'm tired, but these dudes are still fighting.
like we might not say it, but
Yeah.
we compete against each other, and it keeps us both going.
Well, that's good because that's like my
keep
heart.
yourself motivated to keep it.
Yeah,
keep your-
exactly.
pushing forward.
I see him push in, and I'm like, damn, this fool gonna be talking shit later. I'm gonna get my ass over there too.
Well, that's the thing too,
Yeah.
because you guys push in the gym. Like I've seen the other guys from different academies that are bigger dudes that just they put in 1 round, 2 rounds, and that's good enough for them. But Nayjo's fucking calling me out. Get around it. I'm like, no, no, man. I don't want to get around it, man.
Come on,
you
let's
have
do
to.
this.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we have to motivate each
Yeah.
other to move forward. And like for me, like I'm exhausted every day I come into that gym because I put in 8, 9, 10, 12 hours out in the field doing service calls, repairs, stuff
Right.
like that. And I might be late here or there for the warm-ups, but I'm basically already warmed up.
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why I try to be more technical is because I'm already exhausted when I get in there. And when I see certain people sit out for like 2 or 3 rounds or whatever, it's like, I don't want to say I'm insulted, but
Yeah.
it's like, dude, I busted my ass all day and I'm over here
Yeah.
trying to go.
Yeah.
You can come in here and work out a little bit harder
Right.
so that you can get better.
Nice.
So that's kind of my mindset when I bug people, when I see them sitting there, just like, you've been out for like 2 rounds.
Yeah, no, I like
play
that, dude.
with
I like that.
Come play with me.
I like to take
Let
my
me
rounds off
Let me
too,
grab
every
that
once in a
booty.
Damn it.
I like to take a few rounds off every now and then too. But when I roll, I always make it a point to get somebody I know that's going to push me.
Right. Well, even during your warm-ups, you're busting out warm-ups like fast. They're like, this motherfucker's on the floor shrimping like crazy.
I try. Probably not.
Is he all right? What the fuck's wrong with
It's probably not a proper shrimp. But
Hey,
get
it's
'em
going.
done.
It's 100 miles an hour. I'm like, damn, this dude's fucking going crazy.
I have to, or if I try to do it slow, it's more work.
Right.
It's easier for me to
Get
muscle
momentum
it out.
going, yeah.
Just bang them out and get it done. I try not to even think about the warm-ups.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? The warm-ups are the warm-ups. I'm dreading the technique.
Yeah.
And how many times am I going to have to ask Cassio stupid questions? Half the time he ain't even looking at me. He just knows. He knows I got one lined up. But I mean, the hardest part is getting there. You know what I mean? If I can have a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, then anybody can. Anybody could do it. Anybody could come out there and show up and put in the work. You know what I mean? It's just, if
All
you
it
want
is
to.
just show up and have fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have
You know.
fun. Yep.
Yeah, it's funny that some people actually dread it. You know, it's like you've been here going a long time and you're still dreading it. You know, I mean, I dread around here every now and then. You know, but I look forward to coming in here and, I mean, get this day. Like my work day, I want this done. I want to get here and that's it. You know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my work days, they're beyond stressful, and I do have like inside the gym, you guys can't get me to shut up, especially when this guy gets me going or Jack gets me going. But outside of the gym, surprisingly enough, I don't hardly talk to anybody. I'm introverted.
Right.
And I have anxiety issues.
Wow, really? I wouldn't-
Depression issues. So because of jiu-jitsu, one of the reasons why I try to train as much as possible, it doesn't even matter how tired I am or if I'm hurt or whatever, I don't have to take anxiety medications and stuff like that. I get all my frustrations out on the mat at the gym.
Right.
You know, so like at the end of the day, I'm like, I need a recharge.
Yes.
No, and whether I'm tired or not, my recharge is to go get more tired.
Right.
Well, you should feel obliged to at least speak to the people you beat the shit out of already.
Which I do,
At least
baby
you're,
boy.
and at least you're making us laugh too after kicking our ass.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
making us laugh.
That's the best part about it, you know.
Just like cracking jokes and messing around with everybody and Matt, you just flat out recharges me because like I can go into customer service mode and I deal with the customers all day long.
Right.
But like just 5 minutes of dealing with a customer, I got to go back to my truck and recharge for a minute. Dealing with strangers, but I don't have that problem dealing with the guys at the gym.
Right.
You know, I actually feel like a normal person.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. I mean, a lot of my buddies that like, they always say life is too hard, and it takes them away from jiu-jitsu. Even like some of the people I talked to recently, they're like, "Oh, this is going on, so I can't train." I'm like, but you can train. You know, like that's a part of like the problem. Like this will like absolve it all. You know, just go train. You know, you'll feel better at the end of the day. You know,
It's a mental block that people put on themselves, and I'm guilty of it. You know what I mean?
We've all been guilty of it.
You know,
honestly.
it's something that people do. They make up excuses to, you know, on top of excuses.
well, that's why I'm always like posting like go train because
You're
I'm saying
motivating
it,
yourself, too.
Exactly, and I got to live up to it because people seen it. Like I said, go train. Now I got to go train. Damn
Man,
it!
this
you know?
wasn't even showing up. What you doing?
I'm all setting the bait for myself and not showing it. Like, got you guys to go. I did that.
Sitting at home eating popcorn.
It's still
I
a
was
win
training.
either way. Yeah.
That's what I try to do. I try to put it out there so I can make myself go, you know, because I know what it's like to go home and sit on that couch and get comfortable. And that couch is the devil, man. I'll want to sink into that shit and not go.
Yep.
Hop on the PlayStation, grab the controller, and just be done for the day.
The only way my wife gets me off the couch is she knows I'm a pig, so she's like, "Go ahead and barbecue something." I'm like, no, I got that.
Okay, now that you're off the couch, get your ass over to the gym.
Yep.
And don't come back until you choke somebody
Yep. You need
or
it.
grab a booty.
Did you guys ever take any
Check
time off
some
for
oil.
training?
Oh yeah, I've taken, time off. I mean, we've been training since what 2002.
Yeah, 2002, I think.
Wow.
I've,
2002.
Wow,
I
dude.
think I've taken a little
Yeah,
time
we've
off.
taken some time off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's a long time to
But,
be. So
it's
you guys
just-
seen it all then already, then, from 2002, because at that point, man, especially where I'm from in the Central Valley, there was no jiu-jitsu in 2002, man.
There was some here, but it was kind of hard to find, and it was kind of clicky back then. You know,
Yeah.
It was kind of hard to get in. Get accepted in. You'd come to a gym, and most gyms they just beat the shit out of you.
Yeah,
you
tear
know?
your damn head off.
Yeah, and if
Either
you
you-
came back, then that was just good for you.
And we
Yeah.
went to the first gym or no, actually not the first gym that Cassio had here in Sac, but the first gym that we know of, that we know where we met Cassio, was El Camino in 80. And for us, that was our first gym. That was our first jiu-jitsu gym. And fuck, man, we went there and everyone who's a black belt now, not all of them, but most of the black belts, Derek, Gus,
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of them. They were all there. They were our first teachers.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a trip,
they were teaching us, kicking our ass, and we showed up the very next day. They're like, "Damn, you guys came back!"
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, you ain't stopping us.
There
shit.
was no other white belts. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't even
Yeah.
have a gi. We were no belts then. We didn't even have a gi. You know, they're like, man, we got to get you guys some gis.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone's like a blue belt, purple belt, a couple
Yeah.
brown belts.
Toby
I'm
came
like,
in as a blue belt.
Wow, dude, that's
Yeah.
a trip.
Yep, Toby came in later in that year, 2002, when
Yeah.
our gym didn't make it a whole year. You know what I mean? It made it about 8 months, and then kind of, you know, the lease kind of got messed up, I think is what happened.
Yeah.
So most people that like have been training as long as you guys have, they go into martial arts, I would say, because they want to fight. Did that ever like pass your guys, like go through your mind, like, man, especially 12 years ago, you guys are a lot younger, you know, like,
Oh yeah, we were like, it probably came. It went through my mind like, man, it'd be cool if I, you know, could fight, but you know, at that time, it was just jujitsu,
Right.
You know.
When we started, it was the reasons we started were pure. You know,
Yeah.
we wanted to better ourselves.
Oh, wow.
And we wanted to learn stuff. You know, we're like, man, we see these dudes out here. What happens if I cross a jujitsu guy one day? You
Yeah,
know
we
what I
get
mean?
our ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be happy.
Yeah, that was definitely the same mindset
Yeah.
after Gene Bell got a hold of me.
well, yeah.
I'm like, I can punch, I can kick. You know, I have a crap ton of karate trophies and whatnot, but what's gonna happen when somebody tackles my ass and takes me through the ground?
Right.
I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm having butt sex.
For me too, you know, I trained boxing a little bit, not anything too crazy. I went to a gym, you know, in Sac for like a year, you
Right.
know, and I trained there, and that's when I learned how to train. You know, I
Right.
learned how to train properly. Before that, it was like football and stuff like that, but I never
You
physically.
play football?
Yeah, oh yeah, I played a lot of high school football.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
same here. High school
yeah,
football
yeah.
for Galileo
This
High.
fucking guy, man. Oh shit.
What is it? Because I need to hear it out.
Man,
You said I play football, you hit him in the shoulder.
There's too
Because
much.
fucking dude, there's a lot of shit, man. Me and this motherfucker.
Yeah, too much,
So
man.
one day right after school, you know, we're in high school, kids fucking around, talking shit, you know, and our buddy, he's got a mouth on him. He fucking talks a lot of shit.
He's a
One
little
day,
dude, too.
yeah, little dude.
Yeah.
So
Sounds about right.
so one day, some other kid called him out. I said, "What's up, then?" So we're like, "Oh shit!"
To
all
fight
right."
him?
Yeah, not to fight him, to fight our buddy.
Okay.
Little guy. So we're right there, fucking. We all walk down to Carl's Jr. right there on Arden and Bell.
Nice. I like a walk to a fight. That's already.
And our school was right down the street. And we're like, oh shit, fuck. I called my brother. I didn't call him, you know, I was with my brother. Hey, let's go fucking, you know, these fools try to jump in. Let's fuck these fools up, you know? Lo and behold, what the fuck? This is how I remember. Lo and behold, what happens? Fucking big kid comes rolling up with a fucking football bag with all his gear in it. Didn't go to school that day. Ditched school, but was ready for football practice, and he bust out some fucking nunchucks. He's like, what's up? What's up? I'm like, this motherfucker's on another level. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. So anyways, they ended up, you know, duking him out, and, you know, it was just a high school fight, you know.
That sounds great, man.
That's why
I can just picture him
when
just
you
rolling
mentioned-
up and just dropping that football bag. He's like, oh.
Yeah, I see it right now. The same way looking with the beard too.
That was a long walk too, with a pair of nunchucks and a whole football bag.
Yeah, I mean,
From way over by El Camino and 80 all the way to Encina High School, and I did that every day.
Damn it.
To Encina?
You played ball too?
You went to Encina?
Yeah.
Oh, so we did, because I went to Encina for like 9 months before I moved. Not 9 months. No, I came for like 3 or 4 months before I moved to San Francisco.
Just depends on. I think you're a couple years older than me, so you maybe went with him.
I'm 42.
Oh yeah, you're a few years older.
yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to
39.
Encina for
If you went there, it was probably before I did. Because I
Probably
went
with my
there
sister.
a couple of months and then bounced out to San Francisco. Finished off at Galileo.
You play ball in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy, man. What position did you play?
I was a strong side DN.
Oh shit. Playing football like
And I was also about that much bigger rounder.
you're
You're
much
freaking
bigger?
tall.
You're that much bigger?
I was about almost like, if I remember correctly, it was like 420, 430 pounds.
Dude, is that what you wanted
I'm
to do?
290 right now.
You wanted to play ball? Like you after?
I actually had no intention of playing football whatsoever, but one of the football coaches snatched me up in the hallway and just bugged me for months on end. Just, you're big for nothing. You're big for nothing. I want you on. Come on, let's go do this. Let's get you on.
Coach Iver.
And so I finally, and I didn't know he was one of the varsity coaches. and I'm in the 10th grade, so I should have been JV. But the guy was like, no, we're gonna take you straight to varsity, no, and just for, so finally to shut him up, I'm like, okay, I'll try it out, and then I just kind of fell in love with football, and then just stayed with it all the way until we got out of high school.
Oh wow, crazy.
Senior year, just kind of got my knee messed up really bad. That was like one of my first surgeries, and that's what.
It just sounded like Little Rob right there. It was all crazy.
Crazy. Anyway, so I kind of got my knee messed up. That's like one of my first surgeries, and so I kind of like
Speaking of knees,
hung
messed
down
up.
on football and just left it alone from there.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's another thing. Speaking of knees messed up, I remember we were walking home from school one of these days from Encina, and me and Cesar got to jaw jacking.
Wrestling.
And, Cesar, he had a little bit of wrestling experience, definitely more than I did, and shot in for a nice single on me and got a hold of my leg, and I didn't sprawl in time. And first knee injury right there.
Walking home.
Yep. And then they're talking shit. You're a little bitch. He's fine.
Stop crying.
I'm like, gotta walk the 2.5 miles home through Howe Park.
And you're sitting there just like, I'm
Yep.
not hurt.
Oh, it was hurting.
I'm not hurt. I don't got no tears in my eyes. As a single tear just rolls right down.
I was like, let me use y'all's call box real quick.
Why'd you take him down? They just fucking around.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we were
sure I
just fucking
deserved
around. I don't know. Fuck, man.
If it was me, I deserved it. Guaranteed. I probably deserved it all day, and it
Man,
was a culmination
I think
of deserving
I
it.
wasn't even there, and I think half the time I choke you at the gym is because of that.
Yeah.
Half the time.
There'd be times where we'd just be
The
chilling
other half
at
is
my
outside the gym.
house, and fucking we'd pop off on the fucking in a wrestling match.
Yeah.
Me and him, and we're not small guys. And we were
wrecking
on
the
the
house.
fucking second floor.
Oh, dude.
Upstairs apartment.
Yeah, it's just boom, boom, boom. The neighbors downstairs are fucking totally cool. They didn't give a shit.
They wanted to watch. They're like, hey, let me get those
They're
tickets.
like, oh shit, this is WWE upstairs.
Hey, have you guys ever had to
again.
use? Have you ever had to use jiu-jitsu outside of the gym, like recently?
Not recently.
No, not recently.
recently.
Within a,
Countless times.
Yeah.
That's another thing that happened because of jujitsu.
Yeah.
We started jujitsu, and a couple of our other friends, a couple of the hood homies came in.
I love the hood homies,
I'll do
man.
some name drops. My buddy Daniel Burrito, he
Yeah.
came through, and another guy Joseph Torres. They came through. And,
That's that last name, man.
Yep.
They're no good.
Yep. And they came through, and one day, I was the only one at the gym. I had a key to the gym, and I live right across the street, so
shit.
I was there, and I that was the deal. Sometimes people would come in to check it out, and I'd roll with them right there.
Oh shit.
And without a gi, with a gi, whatever.
You're just
And,
taking all challenges.
Yeah, yep. And they came in, and we ended up rolling. I rolled them up till dark. It was dark when we stopped. And they're like, "Oh man, we started hanging out from there." And they introduced us to a couple of managers that worked at a nightclub then called The Rage.
Oh shit.
And we applied, and I had to lie about my age. I was 19, and you had to be 21 to work there. And I had to lie about my age, and we ended up getting the job.
All you guys started working security?
I've worked in security, yeah.
Man.
I worked for Burn Security when I first moved back to Sacramento.
How easy is it for you guys to get security jobs?
Oh man,
I bet it's simple, dude.
they're a dime a
It's-
dozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't pay shit though. They don't pay
Yeah.
nothing, and it's too much risk for not a
Yeah.
lot of reward. You don't know what somebody's going to come in there with, or how
Yeah.
they're going to act, or what they're on.
Yeah, one of the things that got me out of security was, like I said, I worked for Burn Security, and when I first signed on, I was an armed guard,
Oh shit. Okay.
and then like a year or two later, they were like, no, we're not doing that type of service anymore. They took away our weapons and stuff like that, and
I was always
they had
worried
me-
about a security guard with a pistol, man.
Well, they had me working
I would
over
be.
off of Richards Boulevard with
Barney Rowe,
all
keep
those
a bullet in his pocket.
warehouses and shit, and all the drug addicts
Right.
and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, I'm done. I'm not work. If I don't have anything to protect myself, because I've seen a lot of crap over there.
Oh, I bet, man.
People stabbing each other, shooting each other, whatever. And I'm like, I'm cool off of that. If I don't have anything to protect myself with.
You ever have to hem anybody up in security?
Yeah, a couple times.
It happens, man. It's part of it.
Yeah.
There's no
can
way.
be-
There's
Yeah.
no way you can get away from that, especially if you're in a pretty crappy area. like Richards Boulevard.
If you're in security long enough, you're gonna see the worst of the worst. You know,
Yeah.
especially working in nightclubs or bars.
Are you
Yeah,
able to-
we came in through the bouncing side of the
Okay,
security.
you're dragging drunk people out the club.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Man, that sounds horrible. Now
I mean,
think
it's
about it.
literally it's a fight every night almost.
Yeah.
Every time you got to
Yeah.
go hands on with somebody, and it don't matter. I mean, I've thrown out 60-year-old ladies to pregnant ladies. To, you know what I mean? It don't matter. People will act a fool as soon as you get alcohol
As soon as
involved.
the alcohol's in there and their inhibitions are gone.
Does the training like make those situations like kind of like easy? I guess that's not the right word. Like to make the situation calm, like for yourself.
It helped me because I knew what I was capable of. So it always led me to like
Hold back so that you're not
hold
hurting
back,
somebody.
be cool with people, and on the other end, because I was in a punk rock.
Okay.
16,
Oh,
17,
shit.
I was going to shows, had a mohawk.
Oh
and
man, bring that dude back.
Oh man, no. and I would see these bouncers just be dicks, and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck those dudes. So when I got into bouncing, I was like, I'm gonna be chill. I'm cool, and plus, we need jiu-jitsu. It kind of made me who I am, because I'm chill, I'm calm, fucking relax, bro. Come back next week, I'll buy you a beer. It's all good. But tonight, you got to get the bug out.
All right.
Me and this fool, we seen some crazy shit. We worked at a Mexican nightclub called the Tropicana.
Oh man, watch out for the belt buckles and the pointy boots,
Oh
man.
man, and
Oh, yeah.
man, there was a lot of shit going on in that place, and a lot.
I mean, you name it, and we seen it. You name it. From dudes doing drugs off the urinal to banging on the dance floor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've seen everything.
That's why I don't go to the Mexican club,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Too wild.
Oh man, that banging on the S4. This reminds me. I worked at Waterworld for one summer.
Water world. One summer can change the rest of your life.
And it was that summer.
It was just before I got the job, burn security job, and I was a groundskeeper. And they have like the area where the picnic tables are, and barbecue and stuff like that, and I'm emptying trash. I'm walking around emptying trash, and then I look over on the corner of the grass where all the at the end of the picnic tables. I'm like, are those two people over there fucking with all these children running around?
Damn.
People is fucking crazy. Sure enough, they was over there fucking in the corner. All these children running around. I was like, hey, y'all got to take that shit somewhere else.
Did they keep going? Or they?
Yeah. I had to go actually get security to go deal with that.
Damn.
People are nuts.
Damn.
Yeah, they'll do it anywhere. That happens.
Especially, and they were drunk. Especially when there's alcohol in their system.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the nightclub. I remember one time, I walk in the bathroom, do a little bathroom check real quick. I look and I see a pair of boots pointing one way, and I see some heels pointing the other way. I'm like, what the fuck? But I know what's going on. And I look over and I'm like, she's just going to town on this dude, right? And I'm just looking. I'm like, ooh, save me, son. Right? All you hear is, hey, what the fuck? Get out of here. I was like, no, you guys got to get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I had a scenario once at the Rage where these girls are calling me. They're like, "Hey, help us!" And they're by the bathroom. And I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Man, there's this chick in there passed out." Right? So I'm like, "Man, all right, there's a chick passed out." And I go in there, and this chick is sprawled out on the bathroom floor, completely naked, passed out.
shit.
Right? And I'm like, "Man, what do I do?" You know what I mean?
fuck
Like, what
am
do
I
I
gonna do
do?
now? Yeah.
I'm still new. I was like a month in. I get on the radio. I'm like, "Hey, man, there's a naked chick in the bathroom. What do I do?" They're like, "Well, we know what not to do. Just, do what you can." So, I did what I could do. I took my shirt off and covered her up with it as best as I could and picked her up and carried her outside.
Yeah, you guys ever have any impossible people to get out? That are like just Houdini, escaping everything, juking. I've seen people like, man, just to get out of things. I'm like, damn.
The usually the ones that give you the most trouble, we're all bouncers are all big guys, and then the ones that usually give the most trouble are the small, wiry guys.
Yeah.
But
Wild cats.
wild, yeah.
Yep, the ones that are fast and will hit you and you don't even see it coming.
Yeah.
Hit you
Luckily, yeah, I've only gotten hit a couple times. I, got a little knot in my eye once or twice, but nothing ever too crazy. I was always too chill, too cool with everybody.
Right.
For them to be like, fuck you, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, whatever, dude. It's cool, man. Come back.
It sounds wild though, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
I have to say the craziest thing that happened to me was at the Rage. It happened the same night. It was like an Asian night. They used to do a Thursday night
nights.
Asian night.
Oh shit.
And it was
Every Thursday
cracking.
it was always on.
Yep.
It was always on.
And a fight broke out on the dance floor, you know, and I was gung ho. I was in there grabbing the first guy I seen throwing punches, and that was my mistake. I grabbed him with 2 hands, and I probably got punched in the face 10 times, and I didn't see one of them. It just peppered my face. And I was like,
Did I just get my
okay.
ass
I
kicked
was
by an
like,
octopus?
yeah, I'm like, man, it didn't even hurt, but damn. Like, let me get one back, you know. So I'm just squeezing the life out of the dude that I got. And I didn't realize it. I got the dude completely unconscious.
And you
when
were
I get
still
outside. Yeah, to where his eyes were bulging out of his head.
Total
Like,
recall in the movie.
yep, and it was bad. I dropped him down. I'm like, and you know, people are looking at me like, what'd you do to this dude? And I'm like, oh shit. So I
what
go
did I
back
do?
in. I go back in, and they're outside reviving the dude.
Oh,
And the
shit.
dude comes to and realizes what happened. He's like, man, this big motherfucker choked me out. So I'm going back to deal with another issue. Well, this dude wired past everybody, got through, and hit me with a bottle.
Oh
Hits
shit.
me with a beer bottle, and the beer bottle hits the back of my head and breaks, and doesn't do a damn thing to me. I didn't have a bump, a mark, I don't know what.
Holy
He
shit.
must have just hit it on the sweet spot. The guy that I was engaging throws his hands up and goes, ah, and gets a piece of glass in his eye.
Oh shit, dude.
Right? So now I'm fighting with this dude, starts going crazy wild because he's got glass in his eye.
Oh shit.
And I take him in the bathroom, you know, we're trying to get him there, and he starts trying to like attack me. He's freaking out. And I restrained him and grabbed him and foot swept him out and slammed him face first into the ground. And when we
shit.
hit, the guy goes, stop, stop. He's like, you just got the piece of glass out. And I'm like, man, I'm going home. This is it. I'm done.
I'm done for the night.
When was the last time you guys stopped? How long ago the last security gig?
I did a couple for a couple of my buddies. Got a restaurant out in Vacaville, and I helped them out a couple times, but it got too old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To me, it's not worth it. You know, now I got kids.
Yeah.
I'm married. I already have a day job. You know, I don't need that kind of stress.
And you got one on the way too, man.
Any minute.
I know that's what I was worried. Like, are we gonna do this podcast or is this baby gonna ruin it already?
Little Wooly J, he's already
Willie.
ruined everything he can. little barbecue fail. I gotta make that up to a few people. It's gonna happen as soon as he comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get to that
You know
one.
it, Yep.
Oh, the barbecue
Then,
roll.
Yep, and go and just choke everybody.
Yep.
Damn it.
Choke everybody. Then.
Well, I was
And
gonna go.
then eat all the food. Then eat all the food and take home with like
Choked
4 or 5
everybody in front of
plates and leave nothing for nobody.
Now, do you eat first or do you roll first? Which one?
Eat and roll. You know
Both.
me, I got food stains on my gi, dog.
Not both. Both.
Both.
Both.
Yeah,
Both
my
of
house I have mats in my garage, and if we roll, you have to drink as many beers as I've drank to be on the mat with me. Like, so my buddy's like, they want to roll, but they don't
You
drink.
would think that would help you, wouldn't it?
Dude, rolling and drinking for me.
Do you
is
see
like
the
best,
size of
dude.
me, dude?
Gives
That alcohol
cardio.
ain't gonna help in any way, shape, or form.
Oh,
I'm probably gonna get even more flexible on your ass.
Oh man,
Little
no, but it's funny 'cause a lot of
taps.
my buddies they don't like want to drink, but they want to roll so bad. They're like, I'm gonna drink, and they're like new people, man, rolling and drinking, man. We call it drunk jitsu. Get to wear jeans.
I can't say this.
So
Jeans and no
basically, what
shirt?
you're doing is you're just setting it up so you can just beat up a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, pretty much. My buddies would be like, you put the mats away. I'm like, yeah, the mats never get put away. You know, like just come on over, dude.
That it used to happen all the time when we were younger, and we'd have parties at your house. Remember that party where Liz guillotined Mario
Yeah.
for like 20 minutes in the living room? They were fighting.
Guillotine for 20
He got
years.
guillotined by a girl.
That's bad technique.
Very bad technique if he was
Knock it
still
out.
breathing.
20-minute
We were like,
technique.
you're drunk, bro. Just choke him out and get it over with.
So what's changing your guys' styles from rolling from the very beginning? Because like I was saying, like you're going upside down right away. Was that when you came in? What were you doing first?
Well, for me, my first instructor, for his bigger students, he wasn't too keen on us having much technique.
Mm-hmm.
He just wanted us to be overly aggressive and smash. If
Right.
we were big, just be overly, just smash. And then, but that's not me. You know, I even had him tell me one time to, shut up.
Wow.
Just do what I tell you, because I'm like, how come I'm not being taught the same thing some of these other guys are being taught? And
Great.
we, the black belt instructor at Aries, over here in Roseville,
Manny.
That's my little buddy. We started about the same time.
Nice. That's a cool
Yeah,
deal,
he
man.
was 16 when we first met.
So you guys are the main training partners together?
Yeah,
Wow.
Manny took me to the side and started teaching me everything that our instructor was teaching him,
Oh, shit.
and trying to make it work for my size. A lot of hit and miss with it, but when I got to Cassio's, I was a purple belt. Cassio had me remain at purple belt for about 3 years because he wanted to, work on me and stuff. And one of the things that surprised me was the culture there. It was like way laid back and way chilled versus the go kill 'em thing that I came from. And so it caught me off guard when Dan and Cassio, they kind of encouraged me to keep doing what I was doing. I was expecting them to hold me back from it, and then they started giving me pointers. Dan, Cassio, Toby, they all worked with me, and they helped me refine the techniques that I started with Manny. And so from there, I just started trying to push myself to do it even more and more, and then I just found myself just doing it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, I may not be as pretty as some of the smaller guys when they do it, but I can do it.
Right.
Versus other guys in ultra heavyweight who wouldn't even dream or think about doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a trip to, because when I first rolled you, I was really surprised, like, what the hell? I wasn't ready for this dude to go upside down on me, right? I was like, what the hell?
I find myself saying that damn near every time I roll.
Well, I even see
He's
Cesar
got
going deep
something.
half and sweeping people like, this is not right, man. Come on.
Yeah, like one of the things I would, when I first got my brown belt, I would ask Cassio, what should I be doing he got to a point where he would just tell me, just roll.
Nice.
Just roll. You don't need to the only thing you need to work on your technique now is just roll.
Nice.
So that's all I do is I roll. I'll watch videos. If I see something that I think I can incorporate, I'll do it. Which, like that crazy lapel thing that I do that you guys all hate.
I hate that shit.
Where I tie you to my leg.
Yeah, that's what
And you talk to Christian too, which is worse too. Now you got him doing it.
That initially started from, because people look at it and they're like, oh, what the hell is that, like a reverse worm guard or something?
Yeah.
It's not a worm guard. It's not even
It's
in
just
the same
something you're
leg
doing.
or whatever. It's just something I'm doing. So like I went to a Machado seminar one year, and he did an inverted thing with that. And then I forgot all about it. Then a few years later, Machado did a video of it on YouTube. I'm like, I remember that. I'm gonna start messing with that. So I started messing with that. And then at first, I was getting everybody with it. And then everybody started shutting it down because they knew what it was. And then from there, just off of that one move, because you guys seen me, I have all this crazy movements with this one particular guard. Off of that one move, I just started building defenses and attacks and turning it into a guard. I don't even have a name for it.
Right.
It's just,
Just developing your own style.
I just
Yeah.
annoy the hell out of everybody with it.
It is annoying. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I don't want to play it, dude. What about you, Daniel?
Honestly, I'm pretty much the same. I've always rolled the same, and I've always had my same philosophy. To me, I love jujitsu.
Yeah.
So for me, jujitsu comes from the heart.
Exactly.
I don't show up thinking about, okay, I need to try this move or do that. I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
I want to have fun. I want to get out there and I want to roll and I want to push people.
And that's the most important thing about jiu-jitsu is having fun. The moment you stop having fun is when you hit those plateaus and where you get these people who quit.
Right.
At blue belt or whatever. They think too hard about it.
Yeah.
And like when new people come in, that's the first thing I tell them. Rule number one: have fun. The moment you stop having fun is the moment you want to quit, and you're not going to progress and go any further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, because, even lately, there's been a couple, months where I was just getting hammered by everybody. But even though I was getting hammered,
But that's the game.
I had fun, dude. I was like,
Exactly.
Because they'll go, oh, how did class go? I go, I got fucked up.
Yeah.
And I've been getting fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it now. But before, maybe about 5 years ago, that would happen. I'd be like, oh, fuck this. You know, I'd go home mad about it, you know, thinking about, I'm going to get that motherfucker back. Never get no one back, but I'd go home with it. Now I'm just like, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu for me is good because it's one of the few things that pushes you to your quitting point every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you need that. You need that in your life. You need to know when your quitting point is,
Yeah.
you know, and jiu-jitsu
can
helps
push
you
past
focus
it.
that. Yeah, exactly. You know, it helps you clear that hurdle, you know, and for me, I have my best days when I feel like shit.
Yeah,
When I
most
show
people
up-
do. That's crazy, huh?
I show up, I'm like, man, I'm going to train like shit. I feel like shit. I've ducked and dodged every excuse not to be here, and I'm miraculously here. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, everybody caught that smoke today. Everyone's drinking coffee. You know what I mean?
Everyone got the clock choke,
Yeah,
man.
I didn't expect it, you know, and it's, you know, for me, all the moves that I found, the first time I ever clock choked somebody was in a tournament. You know, I got to a good position.
He avenged me.
Yeah,
Right? That one?
Avenged me. Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
beat Cesar before me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you know, this dude's trying judo on people. So what am I
shit.
gonna do? You know, I'm like, I don't want to get close to him. So we just locked up how big guys do. They lock the horns,
Yeah.
and I just jerked him down to the ground until he went flat, and I circled to his back, and the rest is history. I've been working with that same choke for
Fucking
17 years.
yeah. Every time I fucking roll with this motherfucker, I'm thinking, all right, you know, I know what position not to get into, but I always get into it, and he always shoots that fucking clock choke. But the motherfucker's got to fight for it.
Yeah.
Shit ain't coming free.
Some people are easier to set it up on, you know, just the different body styles, and some people I'm not getting it. You know, I won't even attempt it because I know I can't get it.
You
Either
fucking
I'm-
attempt that shit on me all the time.
Well, you know, one thing I wanted to bring up is that,
Sorry.
in January we did Fight to Win, and I always thought you guys were cool guys, funny dudes, you know. I didn't realize how motivating and pushing you guys were, you know, until then, you know.
Yeah.
Especially rolling with Daniel, and you would tell me a lot, hey, just stay in it, you know, keep going. And I really do take that shit to heart. Like, I remember, I'm like, damn, that shit, you know.
Yeah.
Someone's there, like, that cares, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
that was, like, the big difference. Like, man, these dudes are not just funny dudes, cool dudes. They actually care, you know. And it was kind of cool that me and Daniel got to be there side by side doing these workouts, you know. I've seen, like, this dude's pushing. I need to push.
It helped me too, you know, being a little bit older and being as out of shape as I've let myself get. It was a big time learning experience.
What is the trip to? I mean, we're about the same age. Like,
Yeah.
we're playing a young man's sport. You know, we're just like, let's do this shit. Do you want to compete at this point?
Do I want to compete?
Yeah.
I would like to compete.
Yeah.
I when I competed in the past, I enjoyed it. I would like to compete.
Yeah.
But I want to get out of that freaking ultra heavy. Is it 235 and up?
You know, I'm not even sure no more.
I want to get out of that weight class because I feel I'm just
Too fat and up.
Yeah, too fat and up. Yeah, because everybody that I would go against was like fucking this guy right here, man.
Well, that's why I would try to get down as low as I can because like my height and my weight doesn't match the people I go against.
Yeah.
Like I do like 179 normally.
Yeah.
And the dudes at 179 are freaking tall, skinny dudes. You know, I'm like, it makes no sense. Like, they look like weight classes bigger because they're in shape too. You know, they're in shape, they're bigger,
Yeah.
they're taller. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's just a
that
trip.
was my problem. I was always short. Everyone else was like
Yeah.
Nayjo here, and just like boom, big, fucking tall, strong. I'm like, fuck, all right, let's go. You know, let's work some magic. And
Do you want to do some competing now?
I wanna get back into it a little bit. I got Big Kid here motivating me
Hell yeah.
to do some stuff. I did compete a lot at Blue Belt.
Yeah.
I did year before last. I did attempt a couple of tournaments, but it just didn't have anybody for me.
Right.
For these guys out here competing that do it all the time, I have mad respect for them.
Right.
It doesn't matter who they are. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? If they're out there competing, it's hard to commit to that. That's
Yeah.
that's
That
a
is
huge
hard.
commitment.
So yeah, they just didn't have anybody for me for my weight class because I'm ultra and I'm stuck in ultra.
Yeah.
No matter how much weight I
Yeah,
lose,
you're
because
tall, dude.
yeah, so I can be completely lean and I'm still stuck in ultra.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of the reason why I'm a little bit more technical because just like the little guys, they have to be technical to deal with big motherfuckers. In ultra, you know, I can be the little guy. I mean, I might be tall or whatever, but
Yeah.
there's been a few tournaments where I've gone against guys that are like 550, almost 600 pounds. I remember one tournament.
The fridge.
I remember one tournament. This big motherfucker got on top of me. It was U.S. Open, I believe. No, Jiu-Jitsu by the Sea.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
The old Claudio França.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
my first tournament
yeah.
right there, Jiu-Jitsu by the Sea.
This fucker got on top of me, and I almost ended up tapping from suffocating.
Wow.
I shrimped out and went nowhere. It was like pushing a fucking waterbed.
Damn.
Open your mouth, just
And
skin goes in there.
exactly.
What year was
'cause
that?
I don't know. It was like when I first got my blue belt.
Blue belt.
I got my blue belt like 8-9 months in from white
Damn.
belt, and then I hung at blue belt for like 2 years, and then took a little time off because that's when I switched to gyms.
Yeah.
Like I said, was a purple belt for about 3 years before Cassio promoted me to brown belt, and then I've been a brown belt for about 3 years.
Damn.
So, but yeah, this dude when I shrimped out, didn't move, I opened my mouth, I panicked, whole lot of blubber in my fucking
Yeah,
mouth and
that's
nose,
the
and that's where
worst,
I
man.
almost, and I'm just whoa, whoa, and I'm just like, I'm ready to tap because I was literally suffocating, but then he kind of scooted to the side and I was able to get off and under him, and that was horrible. It was bad.
That happened to Cesar too. The
Yeah.
first tournament we ever
First
did.
fucking tournament.
Second and fat.
No,
No.
he got the big guy. In
I got the
division.
fucking Volkswagen with the key on. Yeah. We were fucking training, what, 3 months? 3
Yeah.
months training. At the
Got
time.
talked into doing one of the biggest tournaments they had at the time.
That's the best shit ever, dude.
Copa
Yep.
Pacific, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Copa Pacifica. I think
Yeah.
it was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, that was a good tournament. That was, so many fucking heads were there.
Yeah, legends, people. You know what I mean? People that you rarely
Hickson,
see
yeah.
now.
his
Yep.
son, what's his name? What's his
Hickson, a crone.
Kron, yeah,
Kron,
he was like
yeah.
fucking what?
That's when Davin smashed him.
Yeah, I remember. It's crazy, huh?
Yep. That's what he's called him, the Gracie Killer. That was his name for a while.
I remember 2 years ago, I did U.S. Open, and I got the what's it called, where you go against everybody, the absolute.
Oh, okay.
So the first dude I get is the biggest dude. His gi won't shut.
Fuck.
And somehow they let him compete with the gi that don't shut, you know? And I stuffed
Is that a
couple-
bad thing?
Dude. I stuffed a couple takedowns. He got on my head. His stomach like sucked on my head. And like it's like someone grabbed a plunger and popped it off my head. My ear went. It was like the craziest shit because it just wet skin on my head, you know, just
Yeah.
I was
He
like,
wasn't wearing
God.
a shirt.
Dude, like this gi opened up, skin on my head. That was it. Yeah, I think I made a noise. Like, "Ugh."
Good Lord.
They stopped the match.
Motherfucker's
'cause
eating me.
When they stopped the match, they go, "Oh, you made a noise." I'm like, damn right, I made a noise. Dude, the truck's on me, man. I have no choice. I want to make a noise. You know.
We got the jack stands. Fuck.
yeah, it
That's
was
what they
horrible.
considered it, like a verbal tap.
Yeah, they said it was
Yeah.
verbal tap. Yeah, they're like, "No, you
Yeah,
made a
some
noise."
of these refs, they're just like too sensitive, and they'll verbal tap you if you make a wrong grunt or
Yeah, you
something.
can't even say anything. You can't say what. If you even say what, they stop it.
Yeah.
Especially with the IBJJF, how
Yeah.
it's going now. They're just like super like strict on the rules. So like that one thing with Julian,
Yeah.
you know, when he
Oh, yeah.
was asking a question and just DQ'd
That's
him.
crazy. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
It's crazy, man.
it's like abuse of power type.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. I don't know. That makes tournaments suck. You know, you just want to go and have fun. You know, a tournament's already a stressful situation.
Yeah, that's what like when I read some of these forums and stuff. A lot of people try to move away from it, but the problem is it puts on such big events and large names come to it
Yeah.
that they kind of have no choice but to go to it.
Yeah. For me, that fight to win was a mistake. For me, I shouldn't have jumped back into tournament style stuff with that tournament.
Why do you say it's a mistake, though?
Just because I honestly I don't think I was ready for something that big. You know, I should have done like smaller tournaments.
you went the distance with that dude.
Yeah, but I felt, you know, too, I was super nervous too. I don't think I've ever been that nervous in my whole life.
I think what he means is he needed a tune-up tournament before he got that, so
Okay.
it would shake the nerves off.
Yeah, I mean, I was ready physically, I think,
Yeah,
but
because I was
not
beating the
mentally.
shit out of this guy.
Yeah, I wanted to. You know, he put me down though. You know what I mean? He implied his game, and you know.
Because you did put into work for it, you know?
I did, but to me, I felt like it was just too much too fast. You know, I should have done a smaller event first before I jumped into that. You know, I feel like I left myself a blemish I didn't have to. You know, where I could hopefully avenge it someday.
Right. We all want that get back.
Hopefully, man, but it is what it is.
No,
you know,
we'll
I'm
get
just
that.
happy
We'll
to,
get that.
Yeah,
We'll
I'm
get
just
that.
happy to be getting in now,
Yeah.
after what we went through,
Yeah.
with my situation.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's an experience. It's a ride. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you ain't in for the ride, then you're not going to last.
Yeah,
You know,
not gonna lie, dude. That
Yeah.
shit still haunts me, dude. I get mad about that shit. Like
Yeah.
I get mad at myself about that shit.
about the
About fighting.
Fuck, I
Like,
should have done this.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
I was just like,
I take that energy and I when all my like losses and stuff, I just take that energy instead of being mad about it. I turn it towards okay, what can I do to fix it
Right.
for the next time?
well, so everything that happened to me that I did wrong there. That's all I work on here. That's
Yeah.
all. I came back. I didn't take no time off. I came back, and everything I did wrong. That's all I've been working on. Asking a million questions.
Yeah, but you got to think too. That's not the only thing you're ever
You
going
can't
to do
obsess- yeah,
wrong
you can't
either,
obsess on just
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not gonna lie, I'm
put-
obsessed about that shit.
Use it to push you and motivate
Yeah.
you, but you can't obsess on it
Yeah.
because then you're going to overlook other things that can help
Yeah.
you.
For me,
move forward.
my tournament, he did exactly what I wanted to do. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to hit a collar drag and lay on top for the whole round, maybe get something, but it didn't work out that way,
Yeah.
But you can fix everything, It was Cassio fixed it that week, told me what I had to do,
Yeah.
and I just panicked. He's sitting there yelling at the top of his lungs at me to do stuff that I didn't even attempt.
Yeah.
I
And
watched the
all
video
stuff
later.
that you know how to do.
Exactly.
Well, Cassio told me too. He goes, "You did everything that you don't do in class."
Yeah.
I said, "I know." I
Panicked.
Yeah, it's just like, man,
Yeah.
it's just. I remember the last thing they said. Go for submissions. Get the point. That last thing that they told me backstage
Yeah.
is what I took into instead of everything I've been told before, getting ready up for it. Like, go for this, do for that,
Yeah, but your match was, you had control of that match and for most of that match, and you had,
Oh, man.
the thing is like.
Yours was back and forth.
But you know what I
There's
took
back
away
and
from
forth,
that?
But you were imposing your will for most of that match. You just kind of.
I never
broke off
fought
towards the end.
fought for the position. Like, if I didn't get there, I went backwards. Instead of
Yeah.
like fight,
Instead of
fight,
keep-
and
instead
I
of-
should, yeah.
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 I always
You
went
backed out
backward.
when you didn't need to back out.
Yeah, that's what I took away most. Like, man, I did not fucking fight for these positions.
Hey man, coulda, shoulda, woulda. There's
Yeah,
another
yeah.
one. There's plenty more coming. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Them tournaments ain't going nowhere.
Outside of jiu-jitsu, man, what do you guys into, man?
Right now, just family.
Yeah,
just
pretty
my
much.
family. Just focus on my
Same
family.
here. It's just
Yeah.
I got a crap ton of nieces and nephews that live with me, and so got to work, support them. The youngest is he's 7, but he's had him since he was like 8 months. He's
Oh, wow.
He's autistic,
Okay.
but he also has a multiple seizure disorder. So
Oh.
when I'm not working or I'm not at
That's
jujitsu,
too bad.
I got that kid attached to my hip.
Wow.
He doesn't let me breathe. If he's got to be where I'm at
Yeah.
all times, if it's at all possible. So, like before the kids, I was a straight video game nerd. Even while still trained martial arts and whatnot. Video game nerds, anime, collect toys. Just flat out
All the good shit.
all the good shit.
Nerds.
So
Dude, I'm a nerd.
now I can barely touch a video game because that kid, the moment I tried to get engrossed into a game, I played a lot of MMOs. I can't even play an MMO because you got to concentrate and you're helping everybody out in the game because you're helping people. But this kid is like, nope, come here, distracting, and so video games kind of went a little bit by the wayside. but
I've never
still-
really been into games, but like I'm like into comic books and like
Yeah,
all that shit. I love that shit.
Crap
Dude.
ton of comic
Yeah,
books.
I used to have a lot, dude. This
but,
fool's like, here, you guys are fucking stupid. Shaking his head.
bro. No, I'm into
No,
it too.
no,
I'm a closet nerd.
He's a closet
I'm like,
nerd.
I'll listen to all these nerds. and
I see your
then-
face, you're like, God,
and
you
then
guys
go
are
home and look
nerds.
at all my shit. and
He's
take
like,
them,
he's like,
guys.
you guys are nerds. And then while he's sending me a picture, hey, Nayjo, check out this toy.
Yeah, I did recently. For my son that's coming, I got a couple of friends that are super toy nerds.
Yeah.
Big time. And they've sent me a couple of them.
Like
some
new toys, that's a throwback
Old
toys.
school
Oh,
stuff.
hell
like
yeah,
that.
I got a lot of
Yeah.
everything. New toys, old toys. I have some original Transformers that are still in the packaging.
Shit, in the packaging.
Yeah,
All my shit got opened up, dude.
He's got the real collection. My shit's I'm just getting started. I
Yeah.
got like a set of 90s WWF wrestlers.
Oh, I like that shit.
That's
Just
Yeah.
some other little random stuff, to build his room. A couple
Oh,
of my
yeah.
buddies are super collectors and hooked me up,
Nice.
and kind of getting me into it. because I
yeah.
was spoiled as a kid. I had toys for days.
When I was a kid, I had a ton. I was spoiled, you know. Like my parents probably weren't there all the time, but they gave me hella toys, dude. That's why my imagination went crazy, you know.
Yep.
Plus, I had my older brother, 10 years older than me, playing with me like a little kid, you know. So I'm like, well, there's no time limit on it, you know. Let's play with this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you're never too old. You know what I mean, the kids are gonna love it. You know, I try to get my daughter going on all that stuff.
Yeah.
She's into the girly stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she likes all the Barbies and the My Little Ponies and stuff. So
And she's sassy and she takes control.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
if you go and sit down by at the side of the mat, if you just got done rolling, and Lily's sitting there, and she's got her little videos going. Don't expect to get your ass back on the mat.
Oh, yeah.
She's
You're
got
watching
you.
a video.
You're watching videos. And no, watch this next one right here. No, sit back down. No. No,
you'll learn how to make slime by the end of the day.
Oh, fucking slime.
There's been many a times his little girl has caught me and just, I could go nowhere. I'm stuck watching videos with her for the whole class.
She's
What
a
about
fun
you,
kid.
Caesar? What are you into?
Man, I just nothing, man. I guess.
You just go over and sit down.
I'm a boring ass dude now.
I'm the boring vato over here and shit.
I just man. I just try to get off of work in time to go train.
Yeah.
That's it, man. I fucking work home, and it gets boring. The only thing that I do is I try to go outdoors on the weekends,
Right.
Either river or something. You know, I take my daughter. She loves the river. We'll go to the river and we'll be out there fucking 8-9 hours.
Wow, my wife likes doing that stuff. I can't do it, dude, man. I go out there, I kayak, and I'm burnt out. I don't have fun, dude. And plus, I can't swim that good. I'm like the worst swimmer ever. Like I could die any minute.
Hey, that shit's hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I almost fucking died, man. Swimming. This motherfucker. Right. So in 2007, we went to Brazil, right?
Yeah.
And we were there for fucking 2-3 months.
2.5
Damn.
months.
2.5 months.
Why,
right?
dude? Why for that long?
Fucking why not?
Yeah,
Shit.
why not? I just got a settlement from a car accident.
Oh, there you go.
Shit.
So fucking this guy and one of Cassio's black belts from Brazil, Eduardo, they're out there. They're sitting on a sandbar. You know, they're like, come on. I'm like, what the fuck, man? They're fucking deep. All right, so I try to swim out there, and I get caught in this fucking whirlpool, dude. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. And then, like, I'm like trying to swim out, and they're like, no, swim sideways.
Suicide, yeah, you got
You know?
into a riptide.
the
I'm
Coast
like-
Guard was yelling at us. He's
Yeah.
like, hey, you guys are on a sandbar. You could die. You're
Yeah.
out,
Damn,
you're out
man.
100 yards
Yeah,
in
sandbars,
deep ocean.
riptides.
Yep.
form
And
from
I'm
that
fucking,
shit.
I finally make it to where I can touch the fucking ground. There was a couple times where that shit pushed me down. I said, all right, I'm gonna go down, hit the floor, and push up.
That's the scariest shit.
No.
dude.
Yeah, it was
I went
buoyant.
down and I tried to kick. I kicked nothing but water. I was like, oh fuck, I need to get out now. So I finally got to the point to where like the water was at my chest and I'm walking out. And as the water's getting lower, my body's just draining it. Like all its energy just fucking
Damn, that's the worst,
fuck,
dude.
dude. It was a scary. It was fucking scary.
I seen
Fuck.
it. I was swimming in, and I'm a decent swimmer. Probably because fat's buoyant.
No, dude, I
pretty good.
sink, dude.
I was swimming right by him, and I could see the fear in his eyes. I'm like, man, he's panicking, which is why he's
shit.
tired.
Yeah.
Like talking to the
Yeah,
eyes.
but I'm trying to talk him through. I'm like, we're almost there. Keep going. I'm right here. Keep going. And the Coast Guard's right there too.
Oh,
They're
Yeah,
just
it was
trying
coming
to
out.
Rescue this
Yeah.
fool.
Fuck.
Yep.
And then we finally get out. What the fuck were you doing, motherfucker? Trying to live? Shit.
Almost drowning.
Fucking going out there, fucking
Was that
sandbar.
before or after the henna tattoo?
Fuck you.
You know what? What was it?
Oh
Nah,
shit.
a fucking henna tattoo.
What's the henna?
You know the where they put the ink on you, they rub it off, and it's like the
Oh, okay,
ink
yeah.
stains your skin pretty much.
Yeah.
Dude came up and started putting the gayest design you ever could ask for. It said Rio, and it was all. This one runs over instantly, tries to wash it off. No,
No,
I already
shit,
paid
I
his
had to
skin.
pay that motherfucker too. I was like,
Yeah, he had to pay him.
He looked like you got his like mark, like he was one of the contestants on Survivor
Oh,
or something.
like a little swirl, Rio. Like,
That's
he
hilarious.
just came up and started doing it. What the hell? Oh,
We had a
fuck,
blast
man.
there though, dude. That was an experience. You know?
Damn it. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to say that for episode 2, man.
Let's do it.
Part 2 because man,
Damn.
it was great, man. I loved having you guys on. That was an hour like nothing.
Went quick.
Yeah, that went by quick, man.
Damn.
That was
Well,
fun.
Guys, thank you so much. You want people to reach you? You guys want to fucking put yourself out there?
Fuck
Do it
no,
now.
don't fucking talk to me.
Anybody
All right,
who's
guys.
listening to this already knows me.
Okay,
Yeah, they know.
everybody,
It's
I
all
hate
y'all.
people in general.
Well, get some rolls in with these guys at
You already
Cassio.
know. Get my Facebook, whatever.
Right?
Yeah. If you see me sitting out, call me out. Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Not me, I'm resting. Fuck y'all.
And we're out. Today's podcast is brought to you by Royal Star Inc. Custom T-shirts. Hey guys, do you ever go out looking for T-shirts but you can't find what you want? Or maybe you have an idea of something you want to put on the T-shirt? Or does your team not look like a team because you guys are wearing old logos, mismatching, different colors? That's not a good look. But Rudy at Royal Star Inc. got you covered. Hit them up for quality T-shirts, custom designs, fast turnarounds. They look great, they feel great. For sure, you've seen me rocking their gear before, and I'm going to tell you some of the best stuff I have. Follow them on Instagram at Royal Star Inc. Improving our world by improving our community, by improving ourselves. The mission at werneck Family Jiu-Jitsu is simple yet global in the scope. They provide world-class instruction in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and a fun, family-friendly environment. They want to help every student reach their full potential both as an individual and a contributing member to society. It's a fun place, so guys, if you want to get in shape, if you want to challenge yourself, bring your family in, bring your friends in. We'll see you there. Werneck Family Jiu-Jitsu, located at 1801 Kaler Road, Suite 10, right next to In-N-Out. Call 916-771-0525. Ask for Darren. Inspiring musician, future podcasters. If you're looking to jump into this business, look no further than Tony Edelman at the Mystery School Podcast. For your editing, mixing, and mastering needs, get your sound right. He has a cool podcast too, guys, so give it a check. So if you really want to do this and you're looking for the right sound, Tony is the man. Hit him up on Instagram at the Mystery School Podcast. Tell him Mitchell sent you.